Hello everybody, this is America's most outspoken artist, Lance Skirvin, and I wanted to get back with you after that huge response from our brother Kirk, the most outspoken passenger here in Orlando, who had a few things to say about the state of America and American black females, American black women. No disrespect in how I said that, because ladies, you know I love you, but I like to get right to the issues. And believe it or not, we have next to us Brother Kirk.
Hey, peace everybody out there. First, let me say thank you, Brother Lance, for putting me on for blowing me up like that. I appreciate it. But let me just preface my comments always. First and foremost by saying God is great all the time. Praise be. Take my hat off. Right? Praise be to God always. First and foremost. Y'all remember this. All right. I don't care what religion you are in, what you prescribe to. So long as you believe in God, goodwill towards man, okay, then that's good for me. Now, second, got to rep my home city, our home city, New York City, Yankees. I don't care. All right. That's number two. Now, number three. As I said, my previous comments was directed towards the black women. And again, I have to preface my comments saying that I don't hate black women. Black women, in my personal opinion, my humblest personal opinion, y'all are the most beautiful women God ever created. Y'all are the most loving, okay? You are the most loving, the most intelligent, strong women, but the problem is that you misguide your strength. And it's interesting that black women will always basically like to profess or proclaim how strong your strength when you confront other black men. But when it comes to confronting white people, especially white men, you don't proclaim how strong you are. That's the way you are, be that way all the time. Now, having said all of that, and I do love y'all black women, but y'all have too many issues, too many problems. I know there's no saints and angels walking on earth. I mean, there's no such thing as perfection other than God and Jesus. There is no such thing as perfection. Now, having said all of that, the other flip side is now to talk about us black men and our faults. And Lord knows, I know sisters, y'all gonna say, yeah, I thought y'all got faults. Yes, we do. Okay? All right, it's 50%, you know what? Nobody is infallible. Okay? Okay, all of us have fallibilities. Means basically we all make mistakes. Now, with black men, my message to black men is this. First and foremost, be real. When they say women respect a power in a man, it's not so much his financial power, his socioeconomic power, his personal status in life. No, it's his God-given power, the power that God gives all human beings. But in this case, we're talking about black men, the God-given power that he instilled in all of us, black men, to choose right over wrong. What do I mean? For example, we're talking about discussing black male-female relationships. When your woman, basically, when your woman is doing something wrong, and rather than confront her about it and reprimand her about it, and more specifically, check her about it, you concede to say, for the so-called for the sake of peace, and say, well, I'm going to go along. Okay, whatever you say, honey. In that woman's mind, I don't care what any woman says. No woman wants a soft man. It goes contrary to what God created and what women really want. And if you don't believe me, gentlemen, brothers, I tell you what. Next time when you take your woman out and just say to her whatever she wants, wherever she wants to go. Let her be the decision maker, and watch her reaction to you. She's gonna look at you as being the man. The way God created is to be the stronger and to be the leader. You can't be some punk. I'm gonna break it down in black terms. You can't be some pussy whoop punk. All right, acting like Keith Sweat and Babyface, who, by the way, they're not Keith. Babyface got tired of being Babyface, and he kicked his wife to the curb, okay? You got to be straight up with your woman and say, look, you have to be man enough. Hear me now, brothers. You have to be man enough. And I'm talking about good men. I ain't talking about the men who are lazy and trifling, who are fucking 35 years old, still living home with their mamas and putting their name on the milk and say, Mom, don't touch my milk. Okay, and look, and you black men who are still living at home with your parents, okay, not because you have to take care of them, but you're too lazy to get out on your own, but yet you're driving a $40,000, $50,000 automobile that's fully loaded. Stop that bullshit. If you can, my father taught me, God bless him and mother's soul, if you can afford a $50,000 automobile, you damn sure can afford your own home, okay? Now, going back to my original point, which is, black men, you cannot be the pussy whoop punk and go along to get along. You can't do that shit because we have too many examples in our history, in our African history, African American history of black men who stood up. For example, Dr. King, Malcolm X, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, the original founders of the Black Panther Party, Huey P. Newton, okay, Bunchy Carter, okay, Bobby Seale, and so many others. Other black men who stand up, Minister Farrakhan, Reverend Sharpton. Let me tell you something, black men, the black man that white America, the racist, let me be more specific, racist white America doesn't like, that's the black man you should be like. Black men, you have to stand up to your woman. You cannot be afraid to tell your woman, look, baby, I'm doing right for us, for you and myself. And if you can't get with my program, then yo, we can end this now, and I'll find a woman who can. Trust me, she may, under her breath, she may say, oh, but in her heart, she'll say, damn, I got a real man. You got to stand up. You got to pay bills. That means when your woman's going to work, you cannot be at home on Xbox for 3 or 4 hours, and then when your woman comes home, and you say, well, I can find any work. My father once taught me the difference between a lie, a difference between an excuse and a reason. A reason is a valid explanation about things you have no control over. Like when you go out for work and you're denied job, you go out for applications all day and you're denied work, you have no control over that. Be it racism, whatever, you have no control over that because you're not a decision maker. That's what you call a reason. An excuse is a lie about things you do have control over. So when your woman works 8 to 10 hours a day, and then when she returns home, and then all of a sudden, you sitting up there playing Xbox on your big widescreen television, and she asks you, well, honey, why didn't you look for work? Oh, I didn't feel good. No, that's a tired-ass excuse. That's what a trifling-ass Negro does. Be a straight-up man about your business. That's what women, that's what they want, for us to stand up to them. Because if you can't stand up, because let me tell you something, every other nationality on the face of God's green earth, trust me, the men are really the backbone of the family. Let me tell you something, not this talk show, Oprah Winfrey, BS bullshit about how, oh, well, the woman's the backbone, the black woman's the backbone. No, she's the backbone. God created the black man first and the black woman second, and in Africa, all right? Jesus was a black man, by the way. But aside from all that, black men, you have to be strong and stand up and say, look. You have to say, look. I'm standing up, baby, I'm doing right for us. I'm trying to do, and you can't get with me, I'll find a woman who can. Trust me, sisters are out there crying, and when they lose, when they lose a good man, my grandmother always said, you don't miss your water till your well runs dry. So black men, don't be straight up and decent, and stop trying to hate on others. I like Spike Lee's movie, I respect him, but Spike Lee, you need to stop hating on Tyler Perry. Yes, I have a problem with a 6'5" black man dressed up in drag, but you know what? Spike, you were on the scene 20 years before Tyler Perry, and I didn't hear, and you could have done what you could be where Tyler is. See, the difference, Spike, between you and Tyler, and I love and respect both your brothers, but the difference is this. Spike, you gotta go to white people with your hat in hand begging for crumbs to get a movie made. Tyler can greenlight anything he wants in his own studio. Brother, stop hating on another black man. And all black men, stop hating on each other. And brothers, young brothers, and even the ones in their 30s, pull your damn pants up and forget all that little hip-hop bullshit. Be straight up and be real, but be men. Peace.